If I could pick any job in the world, it would be with disabled people. I would be a disability equipment manufacturer, to be honest.
Oh dear. Yeah, there's several. I could joke and say football manager and things like that. I don't think it's too stressful for me.
I write a lot, so I'd quite like to write like a novel one day, and retire on the sort of the vast millions that I'd make from it, but that's not going to happen.
When you come out of university, you haven't got much experience in work, in the work world, and all the employment initiatives and programs are sort of like stop at the age of 23.
On a personal experience, I found recently age can tend to be a barrier, especially for things like telesales and things like that. When I'm applying for jobs, people like to get younger people in that are usually more confident.
So you're too old for the programs, so I didn't know what to do.
I mean, I had a heart attack a year ago, and I had some routine surgery. Now, when they ask, well, what have you been doing for the past year? And I say routine surgery, automatically the alarm bells ring because people think, oh, he's going to be off for a long time. And that's not the case. You know, it's more of a, you know, the perceptions from the employer.
When I actually applied for the job that I've now been doing for 7 years and love, I was told by the health worker that she didn't think she thought it was too much for me.
Once she even though she was a very nice lady, once she knew about my brain injury, and she came to an interview with me at the job centre, she more or less said, you can't work.
So I think it's an attitudinal problem that's systemic of a society that doesn't have aspirations for people that have impairments.
There's not the understanding.
References are very difficult to come by. So references and things saying, you know, he has had routine surgery, however, he's perfectly fine now. You know, just things to back up what you're saying. I tend to find, you know, the employers want to see that, but obviously there's not really that much of a service, especially for those people. I mean, I've been for the past year, I've been homeless, and I've had the surgery. So a lot of the past experiences that I've had may be relevant in life, but employment, trying to get those mixed in is very difficult. So you need those people to back up and say, well, he is good enough for the job, and this, that, and the other, and that is a real issue.
So I went to university, came out, and was told, you don't have any experience, say, working in a shop, and we don't think you'll stay because you've got a degree.
It needs to be a personalised programme. Everybody's different. Everybody's at different stages in their journey, and one size doesn't fit all.
I'd be sent on a course, for example, and there'd be me. There'd be someone who just come out of college and was 18. There'd be people in their 50s who'd worked all their lives, and the course was exactly the same for all three people when their needs are very different. I think a more individual approach that sort of says, okay, you're a graduate, so we will do this with you. You've worked all your life, so we will do this with you. Instead of saying, you're unemployed, we'll do this with everyone.